One. Hey everyone, welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news done by geeks like you. I am your host Chuck, and with me we got
Randy, man. What's up, Geek Beast? Let's do this, man. I'm ready to jump into this news, Chuck. So, what do we got on deck?
on deck right now.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit rights snapped up by Embracer in game buying spree. So the Embracer group has embarked on acquisition spree today that includes limited run games, Tripwire Interactive, and IP rights to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. There are 5 acquisitions total today, alongside a 6th undisclosed deal for a company in the PC and console gaming space.
And
So
I think I heard there's even television and movies included in that.
That's intense. So
Mm,
let's break into what the deals are. Lord of the
okay.
Rings and Hobbit rights mean Embracer now has control over movies, video games, board games, merchandising, stage productions, and even theme park rights for the Tolkien fantasy franchise. Woo! This includes Amazon's very big and expensive take on Lord of the
So
Rings that will debut on Prime Video on September the
I was
2nd.
I was just about to ask you about that. So that means they own Lord of the Rings pretty much and all
Basically,
its
they own the
associated
rights to it.
IPs.
Yeah.
Right.
So my thing is this. So Amazon didn't think to buy all these rights.
Right. That's
How
what I'm
did
saying. Like, how did this happen? How
I
did
don't
this
know.
slip through the
I
cracks?
don't know. It's a bad thing. It's really bad that Amazon let this walk off the table.
Man, you gotta, yeah, you would have to imagine somebody got fired.
Somebody got fired. Somebody got fired for this one. Not for a couple of
Yesterday, you was just saying no,
no, no,
nobody
no,
got
no, fine.
fired.
No,
They just released it out.
this is $1 billion deal, Randy. Billions of
At
dollars,
least, at
billions of
least.
dollars are left on the table.
Yeah, at least a billion. Because what did the Lord of the Rings franchises do? So you had the first three movies, the first four movies, and
Uh
then
huh.
you had the Hobbit. Hell, each one of them probably gross close to a billion, if not a billion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then you got all of these. Yeah.
Yeah. They let $1 billion just ride. I mean,
So a billion.
Amazon has to be really pissed right now. You are the book company. That was your main focus.
Right.
Then you start selling everything from toys to apparel to merchandise. So you
Right.
could have grabbed all of this at one time.
So can they now like pause on the Amazon series if they wanted to? So like we've got
Embracer Group
season one.
can be like, yo,
So let's say it's a huge success. Then they're like, yeah, we definitely are going to green light season two. Can Embracer come in and be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to talk first.
that's what I want to know. I don't know, Randy. I don't know if they can do that. That's what it kind
Like,
of sounds
like you
like.
moving a little fast. We need to bring it all back.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have a conversation before season two. So when we're wondering, like, man, whatever happened to season two of Lord of the Rings? Be like, well,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
Embracer wanted more.
and
Wow.
and Embracer is spending that money. I don't know who the Embracer Group is,
I don't
but
either.
whoever they are, my God, they have money, you all. Let me tell you how much money they have. Recently, they acquired big names like Tomb Raider, Deus
Sheesh.
Ex, Thief, and already operate more than 100 studios, including Borderland developer Gearbox. Saber
Man.
Interactive. They actually bought THQ Nordic. THQ went out of business. They're like, nah, we're gonna keep them in business. We're gonna keep them going as a
This
publisher.
some Illuminati shit. This wow.
And then they Embracer's editions of limited run games. So limited run games, what they would do is they'll take online independent games and actually print them
Oh.
out.
Okay, well, the Funk said formerly known as Coke Media, supposedly no relation to the Koch brothers and Deep Silver. Supposedly, I don't know anybody who's got that much money to be buying up these IPs. If it's not the Koch brothers
Brothers.
or like Elon Musk or you know what I'm saying, like who else has that kind of money?
They said 8 people, 8 families own 50%
I
of the world's
mean,
wealth. So maybe that's who the Embracer Group
the
is.
What the Waltons, the Fords, the Musk, the Cokes. I mean, who else has that kind of money?
Man, man. Saudi Arabia recently bought $1 billion stake in Embracer, around 8% of the company's shares. $1 billion is 8%
The
of the company's
yeah,
shares.
the Bin Ladens. I mean these the Bin Ladens, the Cokes, the WalMarts, like all of them. Yeah, I don't know who else can do that.
And they said the 5 acquisitions announced are around $577 million in total upfront costs. And
yeah,
there's even a 6th secret purchase that Embracer isn't even disclosing yet.
man, the Gambinos, the John Gotti's. I mean,
Who
who
is
else
this
do we
group?
have? Yeah, who is this group? The
Oh,
Catholic Church.
and this was so crazy. Embracer's buying spree comes months after its deal to acquire Square Enix for three major Western game studios. So Square Enix is a really big Japanese publisher. They do Final Fantasy and whatnot. So they came in and said, "Hey, we'll take all your Western studios. Going to give them to us."
Defunct says, but more shadowy money than the Chinese publishers are also buying everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this
Jeez.
all this. The problem was we printed out way too much money in the world
That's
throughout the
what happened.
pandemic. The
Yeah, man.
pandemic, they were like, "Hey, let's give everybody money to keep the economy
Right. I
going around the
mean, you know
world."
what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit went to space. He was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna go to space.
I know
What
we printed way too much money, and
Jeff
nobody
Bezos
knows
went
where
to
all this money
space.
is.
Elon Musk was gonna buy Twitter. These people buying up all these studios. So yeah, it's way too much money
Yes,
flowing around.
they have.
Well,
They have.
the money's concentrated in the hands of too few people. I
Yes,
think
yes.
is what we
They said there's a Japanese bank. It's like a wealth holding bank that has actual physical cash. And they pay hundreds of people to go in every day to flip it so it doesn't rot because the money's not going nowhere.
Yeah. Jesus.
They pay hundreds of
This
people
is
to
like
flip the money
this is
to
like
keep the money fresh.
this is like how 90s rappers used to talk. I got so much money in the vault. I got to pay somebody to go in there and flip it.
Flip
This
it.
is
Literally flip
this
the
is
money.
cartoonish.
It
This
is.
cartoonish,
It is. It
you know?
is. It is. It is.
You can't
So
make this
we
up.
we bought 5 properties, 577 million. We bought another one. We're not gonna tell you how much we spent on it. We ain't gonna tell you what it is. This group out of nowhere. Like I've
Man.
never heard of an Embracer group. Like nobody.
Me either. Me either. I study this. I mean, I study
Amazon
equity
has to be
firms and
livid.
yeah,
They have to be
right.
like, we could have spent $577 million and had all of this, all of it, every piece
And you
of
put
it.
it on Amazon Prime Day. Christmas is coming up.
They missed out. They could have had the best payday for Christmas. They could have forced toy manufacturers to make whatever they wanted to make, made all kinds
Yeah.
of T-shirts, Lord of the Ring T-shirts,
And you
whatever,
get the
and flooded the market for Christmas.
yeah, and you get the package for Christmas and shit like that, or
Yep.
Prime Day, all of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sheesh.
Somebody got fired.
Man,
Somebody
real
got fired.
bad. Somebody's whole family is never going to work again. That's how bad it is, right? He's like, yeah, such and such. Brian Johnson. Are you related to like Alan Johnson? Like, yeah. Good day.
You know what I'm gonna bring up right now? You know what I'm going
What's
into
that?
next?
What's that?
We talked about it every day. What
Must
company?
be Warner Brothers. What have they done
Okay,
now?
okay. So
What have they done
HBO
now?
Max decided we're gonna pull stuff off the service, because their hard drive space for some reason is taking up too much space for us. That unlimited hard drive space.
They must have the worst backup ever. Like their
Nah.
cloud is trash. It's gotta be
No,
because
that's not
because
it.
they be out here just taking stuff
It
off to
doesn't make
conserve money.
sense. It doesn't make sense to
That's,
take
that's
out.
what
Take
I
it
said
off.
the other day.
It doesn't
Like
make sense.
that's what I said the other day. All their decisions seems like they are monetary
It's
driven.
just there. It's already
Right.
there. You already paid for the space. You're not going to reuse the space.
must-
You got
nah,
unlimited space.
No,
You
they
paid-
must be
you
like
bought
all
servers. You bought unlimited servers.
nope. I don't believe you. Their servers
So-
must be
so-
at near capacity, and they're like, we got to start deleting stuff.
Let's talk about some of the things they took off. Okay,
All right.
today they took HBO is pulling another swath of titles, particularly the unscripted and animated stuff.
I thought the unscripted
It's
was
what Discovery
profitable.
does well.
That's what I
maybe
thought
they're
they
moving it
did.
to Discovery servers. Maybe they're pulling it all off to move it to the Discovery because Discovery was like, man, what HBO Max is trash.
Because that's what you all explained to me, that unscripted dramas or unscripted content was where the money
It was
was.
where all the money was. Yeah, it's all the money.
So
'Cause,
now you're telling me that they're taking away unscripted content.
So they took off Ellen's Next Great Designer. That's definitely an unscripted show. 12 Dates of Christmas. Aquaman King of Atlantis, the cartoon. Close Enough. Esme and Roy, the Fungies. Generation Hustle. Generation. Infinity Train, which is freaking amazing. Infinity Train is amazing. It's an amazing Cartoon Network show. People need to watch it. It came on Adult Swim. Everybody needs to watch Infinity Train. It was amazing. Little Ellen, My Mom, Your Dad, Odo, Ravi Patel's Pursuit of Happiness, Summer Camp Island, which was also amazing. I only know the cartoons, as you can tell. I don't watch unscripted stuff. um, Theodicea, the Runaway Bunny, Not Too Late show with Elmo. They took off an Elmo show. Like,
Right.
why would you take off an Elmo
You
show?
would seem like Elmo show would be printing money.
Tig and Seek, a Yabba Dabba Dinosaurs. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
But then they took out the HBO originals, My Dinner with Herv, My Dinner with Herv and Cher, two shows that are HBO originals. You took them off the HBO service. I- the- hey, then they go to Cartoon Network. Dodo, Elliot from
What?
Earth, Mile Mile Hero Pure Heart, Mighty Magiswords. Mighty Magiswords is great. But you
I-
know, but then the next three ones really hurt me. They hurt my soul. They
Okay,
took
what's
off
that?
OK Go, Let's Be Heroes. OK KO,
Di-
OK KO. They took it off. They're like, you know
Me
what?
and Noel watched that. Yeah.
It's amazing. Uncle Grandpa, they took it off.
They took Uncle Grandpa
They
off.
took on, that's like Nickelodeon taking off SpongeBob. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. And they took off Victor and Valentino. Like
I never
what?
seen that one. I never seen.
You never seen Victor and Valentino? It's good. It's good.
I can't believe they
Yeah.
took Uncle Grandpa off.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
man.
they took out. They got a whole list of slotted titles for acquired titles. I don't care to name them all, but
Right.
I'm like, why would y'all take these off? Why would you take them
And
off?
these are on top of the titles they've already taken off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you own them. You literally own these titles.
Right. Server space must be trashed. There's server space. Maybe they get a discount. You know, like every once in a while I get a renewal. They're like, hey, you can upgrade to 2 terabytes of data for like $9.99 a month. Like maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need to work with a better server to help them to be able to retain content.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
crazy.
I don't understand what the hell is
It
going
doesn't
on
make
at Warner
sense.
Brothers Discovery. I just don't.
It
And
doesn't
every
make
day-
sense.
And every day,
Even
it's
if you're
some
gonna put
weird,
it on to the
ludicrous
next, if you're gonna
decision.
push it all over to Discovery, you would pull it, you would leave it on your current service until you get that service up to par.
So it's seamless.
Mhm.
It doesn't impact me as the consumer.
Yes.
One day it's HBO Max, the next day it's Discovery,
Warner
Brothers.
Discovery, whatever it is called.
Warner, whatever.
WD.
So when I download it and now that I have it, all the things that I enjoy are still on there with very little
Man,
impact
I don't
to
know
me,
what's going
but-
on. This is wildness. This is some wildness. Maybe this is why they decided to clean house. Maybe all this stuff went through 6 months ago as a deal, and the board came in and was like, "What? What are y'all doing? We're gonna lose all this stuff here. This could all been a wash 6 months ago, cause it could all been a wash." And the new president's like, "What? This is what y'all leaving me with? I gotta start all over again."
I would want the successor job. Was like, y'all took away all the titles and the content.
So this may be why they
Y'all
did this.
set me
This is
up
probably
to
why they
fail.
cleaned house. This is
Right,
probably-
y'all set me up to fail.
Yep. To go back to what Square Enix said, Defunct came in with a quote, but Square Enix has been shady and jealous of Eidos games. That was a political separation more than a money thing. So Embracer took the Eidos, and I swear I'm saying the name wrong, and Square Enix. They're like, hey, Square Enix is like, yo, these Western games are outselling our Japanese games, and we basically own them. So we're gonna get rid of them suckers.
I guess.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a lot of money going around in the world, man.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
There's a lot of money. We literally just watched Warner Brothers get taken over by Discovery.
Yeah, and then they shut down what was it, like
A $90 million
$200 million
movie?
yeah, $90 million movie?
Shut it down.
Just
Shelved
like,
it.
we're gonna shut it
We're
down.
gonna shut it down.
And we're never going to show it ever
Ever.
because
Never,
we don't have
Never, ever.
good cloud
Never,
space.
ever.
We don't have good servers here. So
Yeah,
we can't
yeah.
add it to the servers. We're at the limit. They're getting like it's a real like it's red at the server space. It's
Red saying buy more.
Right, buy more
Pay another
space.
$200 million, you can buy some more space. Oh man. Oh man. So this is an interesting article, okay? So the Funk put this in there and I gotta talk about it. Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation is crashing hard drives. It sounds like a tabloid. Like what?
I don't get it.
Janet
This is
Jackson's
this is.
1989 song "Rhythm
I was say,
Nation"
yeah, it's a 30-year-old song.
has the power to crash laptops, according to a blog post on on Microsoft dev blogs. And squeaking vulnerabilities has been raised on the CVE database as registered. The tale comes from Microsoft dev blog post by Raymond Chen, who recalls a story shared by colleagues from the way back in the days of Windows XP in 2005. And so it has noticed that playing the music video of Rhythm Nation, I guess, Janet Jackson dancing looking all sexy, crash anything.
I
That's,
mean,
I
we
mean,
weren't using the internet like that,
I
and
know it.
only like
And so,
super techie people had laptops in 1989.
hold on, a moderate hit for Janet Jackson.
Moderate,
Brother Nation was a moderate hit, I guess for her.
moderate.
For her, it was moderate.
I guess so. It is the stand. There's no Beyonce if there's no Rhythm Nation. She's the first one singing and dancing and putting it all together for the video age.
Yes, she was. She was. She was. Outside her
There's
brother.
No, right, but that was his
That's
thing,
his
right?
thing.
But I'm talking about,
That's a
like, for
male, but
women.
woman. Yep.
Yeah, for women. There is no Sierra, there's no Brandy, there's no Beyonce without
There's no
Janet
Britney.
Jackson's Rhythm Nation. No Britney, yeah, without Rhythm
No
Nation.
Blackpink, none of that. Without Beyonce, without Rhythm
Nation.
Nation.
It's a moderate. It literally changed the landscape of music that we're still feeling the impact today.
Reaching number 2 in Billboard's Hot 100 and picking up a Grammy nomination in production. Over laptop speakers would sometimes crash a different laptop placed nearby. So you had another laptop next to you, the frequency of the audio would make it crash. Damn right, Janet. Janet, you damn right you did that. Miss Jackson, because you're nasty.
The fuck says there's no K-pop without Joe Jackson and his kid.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! That's probably
that's
true.
Facts. That's 100%
and the way and they mistreat those K-poppers too the same way. They do them the same way. They beat them kids like Joe Jackson.
Oh Lord!
We need to stop. We need to stop. Child violence is not acceptable. It's not acceptable in any landscape.
We do not advocate child violence. We do not. Not at the Geekest Network, not at GeekBeast,
we do
or
not.
any of our properties. So
especially
please.
Joe Jackson. He beat the hell out of them kids. Wish my dad beat me like Joe Jackson to make me wealthy and famous.
I mean, again, we do not advocate beating kids, but if you beat your kids, you better turn them into billionaires.
Yeah, right. Multi-millionaires. I better be able to walk out on stage as a grown man and people pass out.
Right,
I took enough beatings for that.
Right. Then it might even out, right? It might even out. When you become the greatest star in history of recorded world history of music, right? So yeah, if you beat your kids, that better be the end goal. They better not be working at McDonald's and you beating your kids, right? Then they got a problem.
But isn't this great? So Michael Jackson made people pass out by standing on the stage, right? Janet Jackson made a song. When it played, it crashed the laptops next to it. Which would you rather be? People passing out or breaking computers? Even today, you're breaking computers.
I feel like this is just some old Terminator shit. Like in the year 3000, Rhythm Nation is still playing, and they came back and like they've downloaded it to a laptop because it makes no sense. The internet did not exist, and only a few people had laptops. A laptop in 1989, if it was probably like $5,000 or $6,000. Probably more expensive than that.
Probably so. And
there was no Dell computers.
This is what they said. Eventually, someone applied this massive brain to the problem and worked it out. Rather than being a response from the laptop to the quality of the music, the tune contained the resonant frequency of a victim's 5400 RPM hard drive. So playing the song near it causes the platters to wobble, contact the drive head, and crash.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis produced the hell out of that.
They did. They did. They produced the hell out of it.
Timberland, Dre, ain't none of them been like, yo,
this crashes computers.
To crash.
Right. Man, don't play this near no Tesla.
Right.
The Tesla gonna run off the road. The Tesla gonna run off the road.
Oh, man, I ain't never heard of them like that. Man, props out to Jimmy Jam. For anybody out there who don't know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they were a famous producing duo back in the 80s. And they produced Janet Jackson's a lot of her stuff.
Most of her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were her producer
But,
crew. They wanted to be Quincy Jones. And apparently
well, they started off, you know who they started off working with?
Who
they're in the band for? And he fired them? Prince.
Really? Oh, I did not know that.
I learned something. They were a part of the revolution.
That makes sense. And Prince fired their asses.
Prince fired right before Purple Rain, like right before, so you don't see him. So yeah, they worked for Prince, and Prince fired them.
I guess they make great music. You work for Prince.
No, let me take that back. They were a part of the Time. The Time were a subsidiary of Prince and his group. Okay, so Prince came in and was like, nah. And because Morris Day was kind of mad about it, but he was like, it ain't nothing I can do. So yeah.
Morris Day would have had Rhythm Nation, dog. Instead, he'd have been doing Rhythm Nation dances. Morris Day was one step away from Rhythm Nation.
For our young people out there, Morris Day he was in Purple Rain. You know, a popular song he had was The Bird. That's what I remember. Morris Day was a pimp. Man.
He was a pimp.
I love Morris Day to this day.
We all love Morris Day to this day.
Sexing this to the right of me, sexing this to the
left. but think of that. Imagine that. Morris Day would have done a song with Janet Jackson.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting. Let's go to the next story. So Doctor Who's the next TV show getting Magic the Gathering crossover cards. So the latest in the growing list of TV show crossovers is Doctor Who. So Wizards of the Coast has said, hey, Universes Beyond is what they're calling it. Today's Wizards Presents reveal event also gave additional details of Lord of the Ring theme set coming in 2023, but they said they're going to do a crossover with Doctor Who. There will be 4 different Doctor Who commander decks, each with at least some brand new card depicting characters or events from the show. While the specific cards weren't shown, we do already get a look at the art in a few of them. That includes the depictions of Matt Smith's 11th Doctor, giving an iconic speech at the Pandorica, Joe Martin's Fugitive Doctor, Tom Baker's 4th Doctor, and even 12th Doctor saving Gallifrey from the Daleks. Also, there's another set of cards. I got the Street Fighter cards. I think the Funk got the Street Fighter cards as well. But I was trying to get the Arcane cards. I missed them. I missed them by a day. I'm trying to get them now, but they're so pricey. But the Doctor Who cards, I may get in on this. You may have to get some cards so we can play Magic the Gathering. I've never played Magic.
I've never played it either. So yeah, maybe we could do that.
We should do a Magic. We should have a Magic show.
Yeah.
We call it the Magic Stick, and we take a 50 Cent song to intro the song.
And I'm pretty sure the Funk gonna get it. Somebody out in the chat, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
Yeah, Doctor Who cards. I'm pretty sure all these specialty cards are not as strong as we think they are.
Okay, all right. And he said, yeah, those Street Fighter cards are only MTG cards I've ever bought.
Magic the Gathering card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the second set for me. I bought some other Magic the Gathering cards too, but I really want the Arcane cards.
Let's explain for people who may not know. Let's explain what are MTG cards.
So Magic the Gathering is a card game. It's a competitive card game where people you build your deck with different cards, which involve energy, magic, and different characters and their character buffs, and you play them to each other. And the winner wins. And it's a really big thing. There's documentaries on Magic the Gathering. There's like a couple of them. And they talk about, I think the pot for every year is about $1 million. I think you can win up to $1 million a year. Yeah, playing Magic the Gathering nationwide. But they also took it online. It was a big strategy game when I was in high school. It was new. You know, all the nerds played it. I'm a geek, so they didn't invite me in to play it. They're like, oh, you a TV geek. You go over there to the TV shows. We're over here doing this magic thing.
I was a TV geek in school.
Yeah, you're a TV geek. You're a drama geek.
I wasn't quite a drama geek, but I was a TV
geek. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. So, my friend Aisha Fakhreddin, she ended up going to college to Clark, and they ended up playing a lot of Magic in Clark. And they would never invite me over to play. They're like, "Oh, you got to come here to already play." It was like spades to them. It's like, if you don't know how to
Mm.
play, we're not going to teach you. You got to know how to play to come up in
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah, yeah. Black colleges and universities,
That
HBCUs, the magic groups would not invite anybody in that didn't know how to play
they
already.
didn't know how to play. Okay, so it
Mm-mm.
is
It
like
was
the
just like
spades game. It's like,
spades.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, if we invite you here and you mess up, we're gonna kick your ass here.
Kick
You'll
your
never
ass
be back.
out. You
You'll
can never
never
come.
be yeah allowed to all back. Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
gonna teach you.
we're not
Like
going to
it's
teach you
something
how
you
to
should have
play.
already know, right?
Mm-hmm. You either know or you
Mm.
don't know.
You either don't. And this ain't and at this level, we're not teaching nobody. That's like somebody going to the NBA, be like, hey, teach me how to dribble.
They were like, nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. So there's something else that's magically going to happen.
What's that?
Um, Jordan Peele's Nope and Us will cross
Oh,
over at Universal
mm.
Halloween Horror Nights. Boy, I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to fly to
So
Florida. I'm gonna
so
have to
what
fly
is
to Florida to go check it out.
oh it's so what does that mean? Is it like at is
Haunted
it a
house.
it's a haunted house?
So Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando is huge.
Mm-hmm.
They have like 16 Halloween haunted houses. You get admissions. You can walk through all of them.
Mm.
You go to different ones. They're different themes like Ghostbusters, Swamp Thing, Stranger Things. They just have them named after different things. Harry Potter. They have them named after a bunch of properties they have there on campus. And then
Okay.
now they have Nope and Us.
Get out us. I, that sounds amazing.
They should just did Us. I've never
Absolutely.
seen Nope,
Yeah.
but Us by
Yeah.
itself is enough.
Right. But I don't care. I like the. I've
Yep.
never seen the other one either, but the cross up sounds amazing to me.
Yep. Uh,
Haunted House based off of them. I was hoping like they'd make a movie, like we Jordan Peele starts building out his universe and we get some crossover. I don't know.
yeah. He said there may be. He said they're all in the same world.
I would
All
imagine
his shows are
so.
in the
And
same world.
it wouldn't take much, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm. So you have like Psycho House, Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, Jupiter Claim. You know, you have Nope. You have all kinds of things. There's a bunch of these that you'll have. Like they have Bloomhouse houses. They have them here
okay,
in LA too, but there's not as many studio buildings to go into.
okay. And in the chat, we got Defunct chimes in again. He said this one's at the Hollywood one though.
Oh, this is only the Hollywood one. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I will be able to check it out. So I will go
Oh,
to
so
it.
it's out. It's out in L.A.
It's in LA. Yeah.
Ah,
Uh huh. So you
we
want to
gotta
come out here for Halloween Horror Nights? Let me know. We'll
maybe.
go.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You want to come out here?
that might be possible. See what that's about because I feel like this is dope, man. I want to do this.
Yeah. I want to go through it too. You
Yeah.
know.
So maybe guys, you might see me knocking on your door around Halloween and
You know
uh
no
we might
Centel's gonna be out
do it.
here. He's coming out, so we may have to make
Okay.
this happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk. We'll talk about that offline, and then we'll come back here and report it on GeekBeast.
Yep. They even have like the weekend after hours nightmare. So the platinum artist, music artist, is gonna do shows and he has his own little Halloween house too as well.
Okay. Now I want to see this Jordan Peele one.
Yeah,
This
me
sounds
too.
amazing.
There's tons of them. The Clown Saw House, the Sideshow Slaughterhouse, the Universal Horror Hotel, the El Pablo del Terror. There's Scarecrow, the Reaping, Universal Monsters, Legends Collide, the Horrors of Bloomhouse. I'm not going in that one. They
Why
can keep
not?
that.
What would make
Bloomhouse.
out
Bloomhouse
of
makes
all the ones
scary
you
stuff, man.
all the other ones you weren't scared of, but the
The
Blumhouse
Bloom,
ones you said,
nah, man,
man,
nah,
come
man.
on,
I,
tough it up.
okay, you come with me to the Bloomhouse. It's like
Man,
comedy horror, but it's scary though.
tough it up.
They got the Killer Clowns house. I'm
You
really
got
excited about the Killer Clowns of Outer Space house. I'm all about that one.
All right.
So and okay, so you see the Game of Thrones trailer today?
Absolutely.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good. I'm looking forward to it, man. It comes out Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna
Yeah,
watch the
so
first episode?
yeah, I'm not you. I'm not gonna wait till
I'm
10
gonna watch the
episodes
pilot. I'm
in.
gonna watch the pilot. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
watch
watch
the
the
pilot.
pilot.
I'm gonna watch the pilot.
Yeah,
No, then I'm gonna wait 10 weeks.
yeah. I gotta see how we build this universe out because I don't think this one is based on books.
No, there are books for it, but I
There are
don't think they're
books, but I
released
don't
yet.
think it's pulled right
Yeah.
directly from this.
Hmm.
And so, Game of Thrones, which the book series is actually The Songs of Ice and Fire. Game of Thrones is the name of the first book in the
For the
series.
series, yes.
Yeah,
But
it's
he
just the
did
name
make a
of
book for House of Targaryen. He has
Oh,
not
did
released it yet.
okay.
Hmm. He has not released it yet.
And I hope HBO just sticks with him all the way through because we could tell when he
He's
departed.
show running.
When
He's basically
yeah,
running the show.
okay, we could tell in how Game of Thrones when his creative guidance left because the
Yes.
show was not the same
No.
as it was. Yeah, so
No. They had no problem with time or travel whatsoever
or
after
nothing.
he left.
They just making up stuff. So why'd you ask me? Did I see the trailer?
I just want because I don't see if you liked it or not, and if
I
this got
liked
you
it.
excited to watch the show.
I was excited to watch the show when the first trailer
Mm.
came out, and plus, I mean, it is the follow up to a huge, huge franchise. So I want to see what they do with it.
Yep. I'm surprised they didn't leave enough bad taste in people's mouths to make them run away from it.
Well, I mean, there were problems towards the end, but it was still a huge, huge show. It's HBO at that time, its biggest show, I believe. It's still up in the top 2 or 3 of the shows, all the shows that they've had
Yeah.
in ratings. So I don't think when you get a moneymaker like that, it's going to abandon. And it changed
Yeah.
the landscape. I mean, how many fantasy shows did we get during Game of Thrones run and afterwards? And
Got tons of
matter of
them
fact,
afterwards.
right?
Yeah.
And matter of fact, Amazon. That is the very reason that they are making Lord of the Rings because
Yep.
they wanted something in that fantasy world to match what Game of Thrones did.
Now they're gonna get it, but they're gonna get it without owning all the rights to it.
Right, right. So does
Boy.
that mean like all of the merch and everything that they could have pulled out of Lord of the Rings, they now can't do?
Yeah, they have to go to the people that own it. They
Gotta
gotta
go
go to
to the
Embracer Group and license it
Jeez.
from them. You could
Jeez.
have bought the license, now you gotta license it from. You could have bought the rights, but now you gotta license the rights
Oh
from
man.
another group.
Mm, mm,
I don't understand how they let that walk. That
mm,
should have never happened.
mm, mm.
I mean, that should have been in the discussion when we got the rights to the show the first time.
I don't know how that wasn't talked about.
Yep.
Like, hey, we're developing a series on Lord of the Rings. What's going on with the property? Well, they shouldn't even ask somebody. This is Amazon. This isn't some local company, right?
Mm-mm.
They should know these answers
Mm-hmm.
beforehand.
They should have known it. They should have known what was going on.
Yeah, they shouldn't be asking anybody. Oh well, hey, what's up with the Lord of the Rings rights? Like, no.
Yeah, they should have known that. They should have known
Yeah.
these rights were available. They
Oh
should have went
man.
and snatched all of that up. I don't know why they
Oh.
didn't. But each thing on. You live and learn, I guess. And you lost the rights. I'm gonna do one more story. Speaking of buyouts and sellouts, so Unity, the game engine in Unity 3D, turned down a takeover bid from a mobile software giant, AppLovin.
I don't have.
So
I don't know what app
so
it is or
Unity,
Unity.
so Unreal is the goat right now. It's like the Jordan of game engines,
Okay.
and for you to understand, Unity is like Dumas of the game. Is like
Okay.
this. So here it is. Unreal is like the 96 Bulls.
Okay.
And
He's explaining it to me in
Unity is like the
basketball
96
analogies.
Pistons.
Oh Lord. Now you're just being condescending. No,
I'm putting it away that you understand.
No, I was gonna go with you because he's like, I gotta explain it to him. Ben Basket, like that was a trope in '80s TV shows with the dumb athlete when they was trying to teach him
How to do
science
math.
or
How to do
history.
math.
Do math. They explained it in terms of like, okay, if the quarterback goes back here. So then you like, okay, let's explain it in terms of basketball. So they're like this. And then you said the 96 Pistons because you know how we feel.
I know
about
how
the
you feel about the
I get it.
Pistons.
I get it. I get it. All
I'm
right,
just
that's
messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
that's what we doing now.
But no. So Unity is the second largest game engine company. And they're having a hard time. They just went through layoffs. They just bought one of the best I
We
guess
just talked about them
microtransactions.
last week,
Yeah.
wasn't
Hmm.
it? Yeah, we just talked about them last
Microtransaction
week.
companies.
Mhm.
Well, there's a mobile software giant named AppLovin, and I guess they do some spamware and put it in apps and whatnot. Said, hey guys, we're gonna give you $17.5 billion to take over
Jeez.
your company.
Jeez.
17.5. And
Is
Unity
that
was like, no, sir, we're not selling to you.
oh? But that could be a negotiation tactic too.
Yeah. AppLovin publicly declared its bid just last week, offering 55.85 cents per share.
Yeah.
That's 18% more than Unity's closing price that week.
Mm.
And they passed up on it.
It. I don't know. But again, that could be a negotiation tactic, or they could
Unity
just really
owns
be
Weta,
stupid. Right. That's
you
what because
know?
we talked about Weta. Because Weta was Peter Jackson's company, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the special effects, yeah.
It would see Unity shareholders keep 74% of the combined shares with Iron Source shareholders making up the remaining 26%. AppLovin deal would have left Unity in the minority, holding unto 49% of the company, while AppLovin retained the control of
Majority,
51%.
51%. I'm surprised their board was like, "What the hell y'all doing?
Yeah,
Seventeen
yeah,
point eight billion?
yeah,
Okay, all right, fam.
yeah.
Let me ask you though, that a fair price? You think?
18%? I think so. I think so. I think Unity is going to have some rocky times. Unreal has really staked a claim in the cinematic world and
Mm,
staked a claim in video game world really hard.
mm.
Like Unreal makes everything from Fortnite to fighting games,
Okay, okay.
and it makes RPGs. They make everything now, and it plays on mobile devices. And Unity's claim to fame was that we play on mobile devices better than Unreal, because we're for indie developers. Yeah, we're for the small guy. And Unreal was like, we'll do the same thing they do. You get cinematic grade graphics
On your mobile devices.
on your mobile device, and as an indie developer, you get cinema grade graphics.
Mm,
We help you build cinema grade
okay,
graphics. You
okay,
can have a suck ass artist who makes a lot of high polygon model. We throw it in the game. It works.
okay.
We make it work.
Hey, I feel like there is more to come from this story.
Yeah, there
We're
is.
gonna be
I
hearing
think so.
about it in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see if somebody buys it.
Yep.
To go back to what the funk said, we got Mr. Benja in here. Hey, Mr. Benja, what's going on?
He said comedy.
Comedy. We got the funk in here. Vengeance was a non-scary Bloomhouse film. Was it non-scary Bloomhouse? I have to check it out and see.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it neither.
Yeah. Horror is not the top genre for me.
It's not for me neither.
Every once in a while, I find something
Mm-hmm.
that I connect to, but
Mm-hmm.
so I'm definitely not as familiar with all the sort of lesser known properties associated with any kind of horror film.
You know, I think we're gonna stop there. It's
Uh,
8:10. We ran over
yeah,
10
man,
minutes.
we went over. We
I
was
know
killing
it.
it.
We're
We
killing
were
it.
killing it.
We're laughing at each other. My Pistons joke, it felt kind of
See, we got
flat, but
no, I know what you was trying to do, and I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. Like I'm
well,
a super jock from an 80s television show. You see, in mathematics, it is like the top of the key. Or when you're doing a quarterback sneak, you've got to turn. Yeah, all right, I got you. I got you, fam.
I'm just messing with you. You're not just messing with you. Anything? Any parting words?
Nah. I ain't got nothing else, man.
Okay. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for audience. Thank you, Defunk. Thank you, Mr. Benja. Thank you, Digital Click. Crystal and Drew. You always come through. You make us look good.
Yep.
You do all our borders and layouts for us. You do all our marketing materials, and you give us great marketing ideas and marketing strategy.
Yep.
So if you ever need that, hit up Digital Click. If you need marketing strategy or you need great graphic design, hit up Digital Click. It's the one-stop shop for everything you need to make you look good and feel good on the internet. Shout out to Rodney. Rodney's out today. He had to do some work, so I'm running the show behind the boards. It's not an easy job, so
no, it's not.
so I give it to him.
You do it while creating content, man.
So I give a shout out to him as well. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all know what tomorrow is?
Happy hour. So
Happy hour.
Get your drinks ready, man.
Matter of fact, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
No,
talk.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go
Go,
ahead,
go,
go
go, no,
ahead, go
go, no,
ahead.
no, no, no,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna say, matter of fact, we go an hour on Friday, so get your drinks ready.
Mm-hmm. It's a full happy hour. This happy hour, bring your drinks and bring a friend.
Yeah, do
Have a
that.
friend in there. It's gonna be Geek Beast at it's gonna be Geek Beast after dark tomorrow.
I mean, we go
I know.
on on the East Coast is always dark, but
It's because it's always after
whatever.
dark. Yeah. So everybody bring your drinks, bring you a snack, and we're gonna talk about that stuff tomorrow.
Yeah,
Whatever the
man.
news is.
And
All right.
feel free to come in the chat. One of the good things about when we go live, we can directly interact with our audience. So yeah, hit us up in the chat as well.
Yes. And we thank you all for tuning in as always. We hope to see you soon. See you tomorrow. With that, peace.